Pennsylvania Congressman Scott Perry joining me now. He sits on the House Oversight Committee. Congressman, good to see you. Thanks so much for coming on. Talk to me about this. What are you expecting from the Clintons, both the former Secretary of State and former president?
Well, thank you for having me. What we hope for is honest answers regarding any relationship, any events that they might know about regarding Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, and the alleged crimes against these victims. What we expect, quite honestly, based on it being the Clintons, is more obfuscation and more kind of just denial to get to facts and the truth. They're experts at it. Look, they've been playing this committee for over 6 months now. They don't want to come in. They have been trying to make sure that the Democrats would support them and not vote for a contempt resolution. And when they found out that didn't happen, it's the only reason they agreed to this. They don't want to be here, and I doubt they're going to be truthful, but we're going to try and get the truth. And look, we're not here to accuse them of anything, but we want them and expect them to be truthful. The Clintons think that they're special, and they are special in that one is a president, a former president, and one is a former Secretary of State. But they are not special in the eyes of the law. Every one of us, as Secretary of State Clinton says, no one is above the law. So they're expected to comply with a duly issued subpoena by a duly constituted committee, just like every other American. And so in that context, we expect them to be truthful and timely and fully forthcoming.
There appears to be images of the former president, Bill Clinton, within the tranche of documents, videos, photos released from the DOJ. Questions there make sense to many people, as we're showing some of them. But many have questions about what the former Secretary of State, former First Lady Hillary Clinton could know. Could you maybe elaborate on that? What could she answer for you?
Yeah, sure. I mean, this is, whether they're a president and Secretary of State or not, they are a married couple, and during their marriage, you've got pictures of Bill Clinton cavorting with young women that aren't his wife. So the question, I think, generally speaking, is what did Hillary Clinton know about that? Was she okay with that? Who were these young ladies? What was the relationship between them and the president? What did she say to the president about it? What was his response to her? What was her involvement with Ghislaine Maxwell, who was at Chelsea's wedding? And the relationship then between Bill Clinton, Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein, young women being trafficked. So these are normal questions for a couple that it doesn't seem normal that a married couple, the wife would be happy about seeing pictures of her husband with a young single woman, maybe underage. And was she okay with that? Were there any conversations? What were the answers? I mean, those are reasonable questions to ask.
I'm out of time, but I do want to ask you, do you have any intention, does the Oversight Committee have any intention on questioning Bill and/or Melinda Gates?
I think we absolutely do have intention to do that, and that's in discussion right now.
I appreciate that. Congressman Scott Perry of the Oversight Committee, thank you so much. Good to see you, Congressman.
Thank you. God bless you.
You too.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.